high-altitude drones that can stay in the air for up to 5 years. Facebook is reportedly in talks to purchase Titan Aerospace, a manufacturer of solar-powered drones, with the aim of using them to beam internet connections to isolated communities in Africa. The social networking company is one of the main backers of the Internet.org project, which wants to connect large parts of the world which remain offline.
When you do it on the ground, there are significant expenses. You have to lay cables along, you have to dig up the ground or lay cables. You have to go into the city. So going into the air is an obvious solution. It's much cheaper, and it can cover quite a wide variety of people.
Connecting the world. It has been one of Facebook's CEO Mark Zuckerberg's long-stated goals.
Well, 2/3 of the world actually has no access to or can't afford or doesn't understand why they would want to spend the income that they have on getting access to that. And the trick to that isn't making cheaper cell phones, although that's really important too. It's making the network costs lower. 3, 2, 1.
The idea isn't new. Facebook's strategy is similar to Google's Project Loon, which uses weather balloons to provide internet access to remote areas. With tests launched a year ago, Loon represents the first step in what's become a global race to spread internet access through the skies.
Those companies have a lot of money. They're looking at very innovative ways to give access to people. It has to be put within a good governance structure, though, because we don't want, Facebook is a great service, but we don't want people to think that the internet is just Facebook or just Google. There's a lot of other things that they can do, but it's clearly a great step.
Providing internet access to each and everyone on the planet, not an entirely selfless goal, as it represents a market potential of 5 billion extra customers. The Vatican Library began a project last week to digitize thousands of historical manuscripts dating from the origins of the Church to the 20th century. The library holds one of the most important collections of historical documents in the world. Japanese technicians are working alongside Vatican librarians on the project, scheduled to last 4 years. The scanning will be carried out by NTT data personnel working inside the Vatican Library. The manuscripts will never be removed. They'll remain at all times inside the Vatican Library. After being scanned and digitized, the manuscripts will be released on the library's website as high-definition image data.
With the
3,000 manuscripts from the first stage of our cooperation with NTT Data, in 4 years' time we hope to have digitized 15,000 manuscripts out of a total of 82,000. This will be a great way to preserve and spread knowledge and culture. It's part of our global heritage. The Vatican Library has been collecting manuscripts since it was founded in 1448, the oldest of which were handwritten in the 2nd century. Other pieces of value include illustrated manuscripts as well as copies of the Bible and the Quran.